research has an inertia to it, right? It is publish or perish. And you need to get papers out. And if you have something called autism and you have someone like me in it, or someone like your daughter, one of us is very easily and quickly able to drive themselves to your research place, take the surveys, self-directed, do all the things. I will follow all the instructions you give me. I can diligently track stuff and note stuff down. You need to do autism research. If you are designing a study, which population are you going to choose? The one that's very easy to work with, or the ones that is much harder to work with? Again, not wanting anything malicious happening. Institutions follow paths of least resistance. And if you group a whole bunch of heterogeneous people together, things are inevitably going to go down that path of least resistance. And that's very good for the people in the path of least resistance, but it sucks for everyone else. And so if we instead say, look, there is no path of least resistance, there are just like 3 different paths or 5 different paths or 10 different paths. I don't care how, I don't care how we split things, but just like different paths. So like you said, we can get that resource allocation, the appropriate types of support strategies for the appropriate types of people. Because even if everyone has good intentions, institutions are not ideal things. The way that the world works, the way politics works, are not ideals that execute things perfectly. They're imperfect things that take paths of least resistance. And when you group in a bunch of people that will not give much resistance and a bunch of people who will give a lot of resistance, things are going to inevitably shift to favor them. And like that, I think that's why the autism wars have swung in the way that they have, is just, in a lot of cases, we're the side that is the least resistance or the loudest and most aggressive, saying we need to be the ones that you service. And so,
well, there's a social domain disparity here too, right? So you have individuals with level 1 ASD who are the researchers, who are the politicians, who are part of the whole megasphere of how we shape policy and how we shape conversations, and they're the authors and they're the speakers, and it's not just that they're being studied, they are part of the process, versus somebody like my daughter, certainly not, right? And there's such that disparity. Not only is my daughter not, but I mean, I'm very fortunate. Obviously, I am able to work a very remote, flexible position, but this is, the unicorn of jobs, and most families do not have that as an option. And so not only is the individual with level 3 autism often not able to participate in policymaking and research and those kinds of things at that executive level, but then in addition to that, the person caring for them might have been a researcher, might have been in politics, might have been in whatever it might be, but had left that field to provide care for their child that nobody else will. And so that, I think, also has been really attributing to the shift in just societal perception of this, because the voice really has been quelled. And I don't think maliciously, I just think that that's how it happened because of the participation element.
Yeah, no, completely agree.